Everyone, this is Josh from CollectionDX.com, and today we are looking at the HL Pro Z Mazinger Metaltech. Was this 06, I think? Yeah, 06. So Z Mazinger is based off of a manga that basically reimagines Mazinger Z as these aliens who the ancient Greeks believed were gods. Z being Zeus, created Zeus Mazinger. Z, I'm not sure. I never watched it. I mean, I never read it. So I don't really know anything about it other than it's a new iteration to me of Mazinger Z. And as of this writing, HL Pro is the only one who has made a figure of this version of Mazinger Z. So kudos to them. I want to just show there's a big sticker on the back here. I don't know if I can zoom into it or not. But we are not corresponding overseas customers. You make contact with your country distributor shop. So basically saying, if you bought this overseas, do not email HL Pro if you have any problems. Instead, contact the distributor or whoever. In this case, Japanese market, it is Artstorm that is distributing this. So here is the box, like we said before. Now I just want to show you something here. This is what comes with the set. That's it. So this box, that much stuff. Seriously? Just to put it in perspective, this is the Styrofoam. Now I appreciate that it comes with Styrofoam, but look at the size of this Styrofoam block. I don't understand why this is so big. Maybe to make the consumer feel that they're getting more for their money. I just don't get it. They don't have to do that because the toy is really great. It just seems like such a waste. And I love Styrofoam. Believe me, I am like the Styrofoam guy. I love Styrofoam. This is excessive. I appreciate they use Styrofoam, but you got to think of your customers in terms of those people who are importing this, and they're going to pay a lot more in shipping for a larger box when they could have fit this in a much smaller package. That being said, Z Mazinger is a pretty great piece of Chogokin, or just Gokin, I guess, because Chogokin's a Bandai thing, I think. I don't know. This piece is almost entirely die-cast metal. Feet, legs, calves, torso. Well, maybe the arms are plastic. The forearms? I don't know, I can't quite tell. Right. There's a lot of metal though. It's got a good heft. A lot of screw holes on the back. It reminds me very much of an early SoC release in terms of the construction and engineering. That is not a bad thing. I actually miss those early SoCs. A lot of joints in this piece are clicky, which is always nice. You can rotate the shoulders, you can rotate the forearms, you can rotate the hands. Head turns on a ball joint, waist moves like that. Something interesting, you'll notice that there are little clear spacers under here. Now I don't know if those are there just for packaging purposes, or for, hey, we're putting these in here because you're going to scratch the paint. So I'm not even going to bother trying to remove them. I am just going to leave them on because I don't want to scratch anything up, and they honestly don't really affect the look that much. The legs have some interesting joint work, in the hips especially. If you see what's going on here. They actually make it so it clears the front pretty easily, and also there's a little side-to-side motion. So this is a pretty interesting joint system actually that solves the issue of having, being able to clear the front of the piece without, paint rubs and stuff. I think this is actually really, really nicely done. The thigh doesn't swivel, but the knee does, and it has the little panel there. That's about as much are you getting out of the knee joint. It's about all you need from Mazinger. You can see the ratchets, rather nice, and the foot is on a ball joint. Foot is also rather nice. The chest piece is removable, and so is the pillar, I guess. So it actually comes unassembled out of the box. You'll notice that we have the closed wings, open wings, and then sort of the base right here is a little slot, and the idea is that you compress the slot into the bottom of the cockpit, and it works pretty well. And you notice there's a hole on the bottom. Well, the hole is in the head of Mazinger Z. You see the little peg there? That's where that goes. However, obviously with the wings open, that does not work. And I tried looking at the base to see if there was any peg where that Scrander would attach to, and I don't see it. So basically the hole in that part is worthless. But it is required for this, and I have to say that I had a little bit of difficulty getting this to sit right and then to get it to go in the head properly. Required a fair amount of work on my part, because when you push this down, it kind of separates a little bit. Oh, well, call me surprised. That time worked out well. Z Mazinger. Z Mazinger comes with a jet Scrander, which is rather nice. A little interesting. It doesn't hold on so great. So you have this little clip here that you have to put in the back of Mazinger. Sorry, you can't see that clip there, but you notice that you can have the issue where it is covered a little bit. So you open the belt like so, attach it, and you can see like it's just very, so when you're moving things around, that can sort of happen. So that could use to be a little tighter, but honestly, it's not bad. It's just you gotta just get used to it, I guess, used to how to handle it. With the Scrander on though, he looks complete. He looks great. It looks like this piece should come out, but I guess it doesn't. The wings don't move, they're just there, but it is a real nice look. So kudos to HL Pro on kind of capturing this unique representation of Mazinger and all his accessories. There are variant hands. So you have the open hand, which is nice. Come to find out also that the arms come off, so you have sort of a rocket punch. I mean, not spring-loaded, but they come off, so you can pretend like they shoot. And you also have a sword-holding hand, which, of course, holds the sword. I think it's called the Zeus sword, actually. You can see here that it has a son of a sword in the stone thing going on. It has this kind of Grecian column made of vinyl and ABS, which is actually a really nice display piece. And then you have the sword sticking out of it. So it just comes out of it, and it's rather nice looking. And yes, it can go in Mazinger's hand with a little bit of effort. The sword is beautiful and nice and sharp. The details are great. No complaints on the sword. So overall, this is a cool set. I like this representation of Mazinger. I'm a little disappointed in the sheer amount of packaging that comes with it for such a small piece. I know you want to make it feel like you're adding value to it, but it's just not that big. It's a little bigger than a Super Robot Chogokin, really. But it's nicely made. There's no QC issues, really. There's no paint defects. I wish the Scrander would adhere a little better to the back and the waist, but not a huge deal, I guess. It is much more sturdy and much better thought out than past HL Pro Gokin releases. So I'm glad to see that they're learning from the past and growing as a company and producing content that competes with what you would get with Bandai or other companies. This is the HL Pro Metaltech 06 Z Mazinger, and I am Josh from CollectionDX.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get all the latest updates on toy reviews that we do, and we will talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.